Kevin?
Hello. Can I ride your crabs?
You ride my crabs?
Yeah, I want to ride your crabs.
Crab my rides? Let me just make sure
Good to go.
we're live, as it says we are. Alright, looks like me. Fully. Oh, yeah. What are we teaching today, Coach Kevin?
I want to do some crab riding.
Crab riding.
Can you be behind me?
What's
With
that?
your legs in the air like a roach?
Should we move this way or
We can go diagonal, I think.
diagonal?
Yeah, so you'd be here. Oh. I'm just going to use your legs. Alright. Alright, so the start of the drill, right, we're going to give ourselves a little bit of hip control. Right, so I'm just going to use my hands to grab the hips here. Right, and I want my legs engaged and I want my hips off the mat. Right, so here, not a very good crab ride because my hips are very, very far away, right? We're just hanging out here. This isn't really what we're looking for, right? So I use my hands and my core, right, to help pull my hips up here, right? And a good drill to start, right? Make sure you have your hooks in, by the way, but a good drill to start is just working back and forth from each side, right? I like to pinch in with my knees and keep my hooks engaged, and we're just gonna pop and go to this side here. Now we go back, and we're here, right? And what I want with my hooks, what I'm looking to do is I have my feet on the inside, and I want my knee on the outside of the legs. Maybe I can do it on this side, right? Where I'm like pinching in here. You should
like his toes pressure is going that way and his knees are going that way, so I can't, it's hard for me to get my leg out.
Yeah, I don't want my shin perpendicular to his leg. Right? I want to pinch it, and this will help me keep good control here. Right? And I'm just getting comfortable with being up on my shoulder and engaging my hips, and you know how much strength it takes to keep me attached, right, and comfortable. Just back and forth. If you get too far away, you can scoot in. If you're too close, you can back yourself away. And then from there, I wanna drill going into leg drag, right? So we'll look at that. Alright, so we're here in our crabby ride, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take one foot.
Okay, let's go back.
Huh? Yeah.
Here, let's go back and show from this angle.
Oh.
Alright, so you can kind of see what it looks like. From this angle, you do the first one first.
The first part?
Yeah, so they can see how tight, like look how high his legs are, and then look his knee is like, there's I mean, I can put my hand here through here, but this space is pretty tight, and I can't just like, you know, you can see his toes are pointed this way, and then this leg, usually if this leg were light, you would use this to kick this off, but because he's doing essentially the same thing on this side, my legs are not, he basically has me locked up here, right? So, you can see, and he's stacking me, right? So I actually feel like he's pushing my knees back to my head. Yeah, so if I'm here, it's like I could go like this, right? The most I can do is go to a side. I can't even go really backwards because he's controlling my shins, right? So even if I try to roll backwards, I don't think it would be hard for me to do it. So this is like really good tight control. So if we're here, I can tilt to a side, but I can't really get away without like pushing him in the face. Which,
You get one.
What's that? You get one.
Yeah, good core workout. Anyway, so the next thing is going to be going into leg drag, right? So we're going to take one foot off here, and we're going to put it to the outside of the other foot, right? So my hips are engaged, this foot comes across, right? I'm gonna stick my knee kind of down into that space here, and I'm stapling the leg, right? And I can clear that foot and get into a nice
It was just there. It was just there.
coincidence.
Just coincidentally.
And then we're back into our crab ride. Let's get situated here. Good. And then just right over.
Just practicing my defense.
Yeah.
Such as it is. I wonder if that would work. Would that work? Sorry.
Put the foot on the hip?
Yeah, put my foot on the hip. I mean, just as a, like, not letting you, but you're still, this is still a good position for you, right? You can still come up from here. I mean, I don't have like a lot of
ability.
Sure. Mobility.
I like these hooks because this is how we control where his hips are pointed.
Whoa. That's good stuff.
That's later. That's later.
Don't skip ahead, Kevin.
I'm eating
Don't
dessert
ruin
first.
it. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin the great part.
Oh wait, that's the same thing.
Boom.
You gotta eat your meat before you can have any pudding.
Pinky.
Right? And I'm just trying to like make sure that my feet stay behind his legs. What I don't want is to like bring this over here, and he's gonna, do crazy things to it. Right? So the stapling concept is super important, right? When we go to leg drag and we come up, we need to make sure we have our foot and our knee on both sides of the leg, right? That way he can't roll over on a knee bar. Right? If this is out here, you're gonna have a really bad time.
That's good. I like that. You should do that more often.
So like part of this practice is like learning how to hide your own limbs while staying attached. So I never let this knee dangle through. I never let this leg dangle through. I always behind.
Yeah, 'cause people are going to be pulling too, right?
Yeah.
I'll definitely try to pull this, but yeah, now once it's there.
Crab right, crab right. Dun, 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 dun. Right crabs, do. Whoa.
I think that's a copyright infringement. I don't know if YouTube's going to allow us to continue.
One drill I also really like, because this used to happen to me a lot while rolling, and I never really had a good answer for it. But sometimes, like, when we're rolling, people end up falling off of you in really weird ways. Like, they go around and they just, like, fell back. And if we end up in this spot, this is really awkward, right, for a lot of people, because Bruce's first instinct is to get back on top, right? But if he tries to just sit up, right, his own feet are in the way, I'm underneath him, right? It's going to be difficult for him, right? So he can't like immediately get on top. He's going to have to do something first in order to make this movement happen, right? Right, my goal in a situation like this arises, I want to get my knee, my top knee, through the middle of his legs, right? And that'll give me connection to his hips, and I can start turning his body in an efficient way. So if I find myself here, right, I'm going to try and stick this knee through here, right? So now it's like the teeth in a gear, right? We're both gears, and then this is how we're making this connection.
So the cogs, are these cogs, and this is a gear? What's the difference between the cog and a gear?
I don't know. I was just thinking that. I don't know what a cog is.
What's a sprocket? There's sprockets and there's cogs and there's gears. I only know that from the Jetsons. Mr. Cogs
I never watched the Jetsons. But the teeth,
Teeth,
right?
the teeth
I
are
understand
weird,
the
yes.
teeth. And that's what we want, right? And I want to use this connection here mainly to turn his hips, right? Because it's like the spokes on a wheel.
You're mixing your metaphors now.
Huh?
You're mixing your metaphors or your symbols.
They're both round, they both turn, right? But I'm trying to turn his hips, so I want to push his hips away. and like continue driving that knee through. Alright, so a lot of the times, right, again, like a lot of people's first instinct is to like try and sit up. Right? But it's hard because my legs are in front of me and he's in front of me. Yeah,
If you come up like that, right? I mean,
yeah.
And then, yeah.
So
and then take a hook.
the solution is instead to go belly down, right? Which is weird, but once we get this knee in, right, I want to focus on turning my hips down that way, I don't run into them, right? And we get this knee
I'm stuck down here.
across. And it's
Like
easy
that.
for us to drive because I'm able to push off the floor here, as opposed to trying to use my core muscles to sit up into. Right? So we'll just be hanging out here, right? Get this knee through.
So often happens.
Control the hips. This happens to me a lot when I'm escaping, especially like the mount.
I mean, not that you ever escaped my mount, but if you were theoretically to escape my mount.
Yeah, so one thing that I do for some reason is I like to get into this position here, and then sometimes turn them over, or let's go this way. Can we go this way? Push your weight back on me. Yeah.
Oh.
Right, and we end up in these weird situations. So, like when they fall, I'm just trying to get my knee, through. Was that right in the groin?
It's okay.
Sorry. All right, get my knee
I
through.
don't need that. I already have all my kids, so I'm not having any more. So that's basically just it's almost like an appendix now. It's a useless piece of anatomy.
What do they call? What is the appendix? It's a type of
It's
organ.
like a stomach
Vestigial.
something, isn't it? It's like a vestigial.
Yeah,
That's what. Yeah.
it had a purpose once, but now.
But no longer. Actually, used to eat grass. Alright, so you were there. That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you see people, if you watch Jonathan Alves, a lot of times from AOJ, he purposefully gets here.
Yeah.
This is how he even passes guard.
Yeah.
You know, so it's almost like a leg drag. It's like a lazy leg drag. Instead of trying to and I think this is a really good way to think of it. I like that you're doing this because it kind of helps me. Because I'll get a leg drag every once in a blue moon, and then I'll try to drag across, and they'll hip out, and they'll reset their guard. And then it's like, oh, I had a nice leg drag.
Yeah.
And I can't get to the far side. So this is nice to just come down. I like that right here. Because now, I mean, it's still pretty tough for you to get away.
Yeah.
Right? I still am in this leg drag, and he'll be here, right? I don't know how he keeps him there, but I think he just stays here for a second. And I like that belly down. I'm gonna stay here. I know,
Point your
I
knee
know.
this way.
Anyway, I was just observing. The practical. If you guys want to see somebody really high level using this,
I also really like this connection here.
That's good. Oh, God. Oh, look at these little details. This is good because there's no way. Because before, I don't know if anybody's watching, but before what I was doing is I put my foot on your hip, right? So if you keep that tight, it's not going to happen anymore. Look at that. Bam.
So that's kind of what we want to think about when we're coming up here. Right? I want to really get my knee in and point the knee towards the floor and not try and go into the leg necessarily, but more like focus on pointing my knee and getting it as far through as I can.
Let's move back over a little bit. Recenter. A little extra protein, a little mat protein there for you.
Keratin.
Keratin. There we go. Boom. Leg drag.
And then the next drill.
Oh, this is fun.
Can we turn? Is getting the truck hook. Alright, so this one requires a little bit more hip movement because I really got to get my hips up and around into this space here. Alright, so again, this foot is going to go You go ankle to ankle here, and I'm gonna pull my hip so that my hip is touching his hip. Alright, and I'm gonna use my, in this case, left foot, my ankle foot, to help position his leg and maneuver my hook into place here. Right, if I'm on the ground, it's not gonna work. Right, if my hip is on the ground, even if I like set up my perfect position here, is very difficult.
And you can get
right, because you're taking away 1 degree of freedom here. Alright, so if I'm up here, now I can move myself around to accommodate my own needs to get this transition done. Because everyone's legs are going to be a little different.
Let's turn so they can see how far your knee is. And then over my shoulder, like it's across my body. Look at this knee, guys. So look how far it is. It's like he's, yeah. It's on my chest, or on my, right, like in the middle of my chest. That's pretty good. Go back and do that a couple times so that the people can see. So here, he gets his hips up. Here, see that felt like that wasn't as good of a. You didn't throw your knee across. You did kick him in the face. So thank you. If it doesn't work, guys, always just kick him in the face there. Yes. Oh, this is still good.
How's your hip?
Oh, it's great. Never been better. And look, from right here, you can go right into the leg drag.
Both here?
Yeah, look. Oh. So do you ever do it so if you can't get the hook, then you just go right to the leg drag?
I think so.
This is one of those techniques that when you see this, someone else doing it, you're like, how does that even work? Like this does not, from the outside perspective, look like it should work. But I can tell you that he basically totally dominated my hips. Like I can't really do much here. Once he has those like kind of hooks on me, yeah, this is no good. You want to see my counter to this whole series? You want to see it? You want to go back to your.
Are you gonna do it?
No, you're gonna use my counter. Like that, guys. Yes. Just do this. There'll be no more leg dragging. You just get your back taken.
I'm trying to think if there's a drill I forget.
This is a pretty good.
What were we working on before quarantine with these? Was it all gi?
It was gi. It was a lot of gi. That's no good. Yeah, that one. That's good too, right? I like that one. Where you go instead of trying to go to the back.
Yeah.
You just do this, and you can still go to the back, right? Can't you just still go to the back here? Oh, what?
Thank you for cooperating. I like that. I like different ways to get into the position. Where just working
on that one.
And connecting here. Whoa.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to emphasize for people. That little thing. Look at his hips. His hips are 90 degrees to me. Go back. Right? I always get this. Is why I can't review this very well. Is that he starts off parallel to me, and then look what he does with his leg. By the time he throws this hook, right? His hips are like 90 degrees to me, and that angle is very easy. His legs are super long compared to mine. It should be hard for him to do this. Right? That's good.
Having this foot here to help with that bend is really nice.
Yeah. So this ankle here is always like always trapped. Right? So if I'm here, if I cross, it's going to be hard, but not impossible. Right? But look, whoa, that's no good. Oh. And then you just go all the way across. And then roll through again. Or whatever it is you like to do.
Seriously, get this hand back.
Oh, sorry. That's all right. Oh, wait. Oh.
There was one we used to do where it really stretched the person out.
Oh, that's great. I can't wait to see that one. I'm glad you can't remember it.
Let me see if I can recall.
Oh.
Right, because we get this lockdown. It's really useful. Alright, we get this in. I've seen ones where
Oh, they go straight, remember? Yes. Yeah, that one's really
they
good.
extend all the way
that's,
through.
That's a really good one.
And it's good practice, right? It helps you like learn how to lock down on the foot. Helps you like really feel that connection to their hips. And it's flashy. I like it.
It's flashy, just like you.
Yeah. It's not worth doing if it doesn't look good.
You can't style.
Ooh, there it is. So now I'm just trying to pull him up. It's fun. Go try it.
I mean, I don't know if I can even do any of these anymore. I used to, back when there was a gi involved, I could do these.
Oh, I am wearing pants.
Yes. And then when I just pull, I can just take you to the side. I don't pull you.
I think it's more just like
I gotta do.
strategically probably not the best plan A.
Now this one I feel pretty good, but the other one I don't feel good. Like this one is too high.
Nice.
I think with these, I mean, you just have to really just get in here and practice, right? I can hear a lot when people get away.
Why?
I don't know. They drop that hook, that's why. But here it's like, I should be, now that I know Kevin's secret plan, when your hand is stuck. My hand is stuck underneath. So you guys don't feel so bad when you start drilling, you can see how bad I am at it.
It's hard.
It's hard.
Like,
It's hard when the person is resisting.
Unintuitive thing.
I get this.
But it's cool. And it
I
looks-
gotta really protect this.
I usually double up with
Yeah.
here. That way it's hard to break through. Or I'll,
Lock it in.
But if I manage to get this like away from it,
Yeah.
then that's when I'll straighten and
Yeah.
start to turn in. So having that double foot action.
Double foot action.
Double foot action.
This
Twice
side
the
I am
foot.
terrible at. As you will all see.
That's good.
I like that knee in the
Yeah, the
belly.
knee in the belly is.
The knee in the belly is the way to do it. Ha-ha! Oh,
Foot.
I don't like that. No likey. What's the bad side? Yeah, but I don't feel like I have a bite on you, you know? Here. You were much better with the
Hips up.
hips. I need to get the hips.
Yeah, that feels more.
This is so much, I mean, can you move your legs around?
Not as much.
Right?
I float my head a little bit.
That's the hard part. Is getting your hips all the way. Here. How does it feel?
That's good.
Right?
Yeah.
And then here, and then did you just go right to the leg drag? That's not the leg drag. Here's the leg drag. Here. There's no substitute for practice.
Yeah. I'm really holding on to those hips.
Yeah.
Like half of it is like me just pulling myself into the position that I want to go to. Just like, I mean, I'm still not great at this, so I'm brute forcing a lot of it. But it's getting easier. Which is
I think
nice.
once you get, I like the order that you put it in, because it's like,
The hard part for me is getting the hips over. Once I feel here, because now it's like the that stack position, like you can see Kevin stacked, like this feels pretty good to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So here, keeping this knee down, coming across here. That's not great, but at least I feel like it's like everything else. I like that you did that, because when you try to do everything else, like all the hooks and stuff, and your hips aren't really super high to begin with, it's all super hard. Yeah. So it's like one of those things where if you're gonna drill, definitely I already feel this batter to come here. So I'm almost like in this kind of a roll almost, like I'm trying to do that back roll. I guess that's what it is, right? Is it just a back roll here?
Yeah.
And I can see Kevin. What's up, Kev?
Hello.
Here we go. Here, and then you just step across here, right?
Yeah, just don't get your foot took and you'll be good.
Although I've seen people when they get their foot taken and then they just go right into a 50-50.
Yeah.
Right? So don't mess around. You get your foot took.
Get your foot took, your feet
Mess around and get your foot took.
took.
Took. There you go. See, now this feels a lot, yeah. This feels terrible. That doesn't feel so bad.
Yeah, I dropped my head.
So don't drop your hips. Look how high his hips are. Oh, oh. You're going to get a surprise in a second. You keep pushing on the stomach.
No, I lost it.
Still have the hook. Pull too hard. Thank you. See, then you just go to the leg drag. Or whatever that is. What? Oh. Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
That was not good.
Not good for me. Small circle. Toe holds.
That's not what toe hold means.
No? I thought it
You're
was.
not supposed to hold the toes. I like this. How do you feel about this?
This is great.
I feel like I have a lot of hip control. I feel like I got good squishing your diaphragm. And I'm not even putting weight on you yet.
This is not. No! Yeah, the person's gonna do that. They're gonna extend. Right?
What I want to figure out is how to get good hip control sooner when I make this transition happen. But I like pinching his legs here with mine, right? Even if I can't get a hook in, right? If there's no opportunity, I'll just pinch here. And then if he tries to move around and do stuff, then if I can slip it in, I slip it in. If not, I'll just stay here. It's fine. Ooh. We're like right at that point where we're sweating, but not enough to where it's slippery. So just a lot of skin on skin rubbing.
It's friction.
What was I looking at earlier? No, that's not
That
it.
never worked.
That's
That
not it.
never works.
Oh, it was this. This thing
Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah.
is my favorite thing.
This is the worst.
Like, I've got my knees hip, I've got my foot hooking behind his foot here, right? So I can keep him from being able to turn towards
Yeah.
me, right? And then my other foot is hanging out on his other leg. But this is nice because it allows me to set up the switch, because I want my foot going from behind this leg to this one, right? So we get that truck hook, right? So I can set that angle and make
That's a
this.
super tight angle, too.
Yeah, and it gives us.
I'm just like totally curled up. I'm eating my knee right now.
Sorry.
That's all right. Oh.
But yeah, this is great.
Yeah, it's great for you.
And then,
Whoa.
so where was that?
Whoa.
Here. Right? So, because the truck was just going directly into this. Right? But sometimes if this is
I
unavailable,
like that.
I'll hook here.
Oh, this is advanced.
And then usually I still have the angle to be able to switch
Yes.
it back, which is nice.
That's pretty. That's clever.
I like that.
That's clever.
Can I do more?
You want to do more?
I mean, we have a minute left.
All right, do more for a minute.
I'll leave it that quick. Yeah. Opening this up, slipping this in, and getting this. Now I can pinch and control his hips.
And even if I get this leg out, does that matter to you? If I have
I would rather be behind it, I feel like.
I mean, obviously you'd rather be behind it, but I'm saying like, if in the hurly-burly of the match,
I think this is okay.
I don't feel good.
I'm
This
just
still
not
is
gonna
not.
be able to feed this.
Actually, this feels more comfortable over here. I wouldn't want to get this color for some reason. This is not good. This is a knee bar. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, okay. Scratch that.
I don't know, you can try it.
No, I don't want to. I'm already so tight legs. I got a bad hip, my friend. I don't need to be. Oh. There should be a crab ride dummy.
Like a Wing Chun dummy?
What?
You just,
Yes.
you just throw your hooks into
Yeah,
its
I mean-
weird legs. Does this hurt you?
No, this is fine.
Sorry, you sighed, I thought.
What?
You sighed, so I didn't know if you were sad.
Oh, that knee is awful. I like that switch though. As you come up, and then you switch and you kick it back. That's super powerful. Right? So if you go leg, like I think the leg drag, you're here, you make the hook switch.
Leg
Yeah.
drag?
Like right there, and you're kind of coming up, right? Like you come up like on the leg drag or the.
Oh,
You're, no, not that way. Oh, I'm sorry. This way, to your left.
oh, going back.
Yeah, you go here and then you go back again. That's super powerful. When you switch real quick, I think like you're going over.
Oh, you're talking about like being here
Yes.
Switching.
Here,
Going over
here,
here.
and then, but you did it mid-air before.
and then set it.
Yeah, this sucks.
Get this arm back in. Get my hip control.
Oh.
Get my hip control. There is a little bit of danger, I think. I don't know, maybe not.
There's not, I mean, here, there's the danger, like if you go, like, the danger is if the person comes over.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I agree.
Right, now, I mean, I don't know what there's a knee bar,
It's a problem.
right? Like, you don't want to, there's this, maybe even a toe hold if I were a little bit taller, but that far leg is the danger leg. You'll get people who grip on this, right? Like, you see that all the time, where people try to toe hold on this one, even from outside. Like, you see this all the time.
Yeah.
You're just gonna get your back taken, guys. Don't even bother with this.
Really?
I mean, I'm not gonna finish it with this. You're just gonna take my back.
I mean,
I don't have any outside control here.
yeah, I agree.
You know, like maybe
But since this one is between your legs,
this is the one I
It's
think you should worry about,
clear and present danger,
right? Yeah, that's the.
like the movie.
But that's a. Yeah, everyone's always fixated on this one as it comes around. Ta-da.
Alright, proof that it works. Mark your calendars.
Thanks, Coach Kevin. All right, definitely something that. Wait. Oh, something that requires a lot of drilling, but pays good dividends. I mean,
Yeah, it's really fun, like being able to kind of ride someone on their hips as they move around and then transition to their back is really satisfying.
there's a reason why you see a lot of people at high levels who do this. It really negates a lot of jiu-jitsu. If you're able to do this well, it really messes with people because it's just like this is not being stacked. It's not a good position, right? Like that's, and even the leg drag, like that kind of laying, or I don't know what the word is, but even this position here is not a position we drill from, right? This is not something that people are often like, oh, I'm comfortable here. Unless you know this, unless you do this all the time, you have a training partner all the time. Like this is, and then here I don't have athletic. I'm not athletic from this position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm on my back. I can't. I'm not really. I mean, I can push away with my hands, but it's your whole body. So it's good. It's just it's one of those positions where I don't really have. And I've seen a lot of guys who don't look like they're that strong. I mean, I'm sure they are strong, but they don't. They're obviously the weaker of the two competitors, and they still dominate the match with this stuff.
Yeah.
So it's super powerful if you get good at it. You just have to put the time in like anything else. Good stuff. Thanks, Coach Kevin.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks,
My
guys.
hips are just big gears.
Hips are gears.
Legs
I thought
are
they were
spokes.
cogs.
Huh?
Are they
I
cogs?
still don't know what a cog is.
The cog is like a gear.
It's like a gear. What is it? Why do we have different words for them? If a cog is just a gear, why do we have two words for it?